Hey, what's up everyone? It's Felix here from HeyDon'tShoot.com, and today I'm doing a video about an often overlooked, underrated, and extremely affordable line of lenses for the Sony A Mount system, such as the Sony A99. And of course, these lenses can be used on Sony E Mount cameras with the use of an adapter like the LA-EA4. I'm talking, of course, about the Minolta Maxxum line of lenses that you can see right here in front of me. As you may or may not know, the Sony A Mount is the same exact mount as the Minolta Maxxum mount. There's a lot to like about these vintage Minolta lenses. For starters, they are ridiculously affordable. One of the reasons for their low price is there's simply an abundance of them on the market. You can find them readily at eBay, Amazon, and used gear websites such as KEH or Used Photo Pro. You can get a 50mm f1.7 lens. It's a great lens. You can get that for under 50 bucks. And for a few dollars more, you can step up to an f1.4 50mm lens like this one. I think maybe for around 150 bucks, right in that neighborhood. I've received a lot of requests recently to do a video about these Minolta lenses, and I've got a pretty good wide range of focal lengths. I've got a 100mm macro that's f2.8. It's an awesome lens. I've got a good everyday walk-around lens. This is a 28 to 85 f3.5. I've got here a really nice 135mm f2.8 lens. This is a great portrait lens. I've got a nice zoom lens here. This is the 70 to 210. It's known as the beer can lens. It's f4, but it produces really sharp images. You're going to see a lot of sample photos that I took with this paired with the Sony A6300. And then I've got a nice wide 28mm f2.8. This is a nice little lens. And as I already mentioned, the f1.4 50mm, which is probably the best lens in my line of Minolta lenses. I hope you liked the video and the sample photos you're about to see. Thanks for watching.
I joined my good friend David recently to shoot photos of a local 5K run here in El Paso, Texas, dubbed the Running of the Bulls. And although there were no actual bulls, there were some fun inflatable bulls and plenty of runners and the general public in attendance, which made for a fantastic opportunity to get some sample shots with some of these Minolta lenses. I brought along my Sony A99 and Sony A6300, to which I attached the Minolta 70 to 200mm lens via the Sony LA-EA4 adapter, giving this lens an effective focal range of 100 to 330mm, perfect for a sporting event such as this. The first photos we're taking a look at were shot with the 28 to 85mm f3.5 lens. It's a handy, everyday lens with a generous focal range. Like all of these Minolta lenses, it can be had for a low price and is extremely well built. And while it's certainly not as sharp as, say, the Zeiss 24 to 70 f2.8 lens, it doesn't cost $1,000 either. So for those on a budget, it's an excellent choice. Now let's take a look at the 70 to 210 f4 lens, also known as the beer can lens due to its tall boy beer can shape and size. This is an excellent lens for sporting events, even portraits, and you'll be pleasantly surprised at how much bokeh you can get with an f4 lens. The autofocus works great with these lenses on all of my Sony cameras, whether on an A mount camera like the A99 or E mount like the A6300 with the LA-EA4 adapter. This next lens is one of the best kept secrets as far as low priced performers. It's the Minolta 135mm f2.8, and it's an excellent choice for general portraiture. There is nice separation from your out of focus background, and the images it produces are really pleasing. And with that, let's transition to some glamour and portrait photography with a model named Yare Lin. I always enjoy shooting new models because they tend to bring enthusiasm and energy to the photo shoots. Yare Lin was no exception. She's an attractive young Latina from here in El Paso. We had a great photo shoot and I look forward to capturing more images of her in the future. For this photo shoot, I brought out my Sony A7R II and paired it with the Minolta 50mm f1.4 lens. Here you see it next to the 28mm f2.8. Clearly the best Minolta lens in my kit is the 50mm f1.4. It produces great bokeh and is a fine choice not just for glamour and portrait work, but as you probably know, the 50mm focal length is great for street photography, landscapes, and well, just about anything. And let's not forget about the 100mm f2.8 macro lens. This lens is great for macro work, and while it can be used for portraits and general photography, just be aware at how sharp the center of your image is compared with the edges. As a result, I use this lens almost exclusively for macro photography. And lastly, here are a few shots with the 28mm lens. At f2.8 it does just fine in low light and is a fantastic wide-angle lens for general purpose photography.
I hope you enjoyed the video and the sample photos. As you can see, these vintage Minolta lenses produce some really awesome images. For those of you on a budget, you can definitely round out your kit without breaking the bank. Thanks for watching another great installment of Gearheads Are People Too, right here on HeyDon'tShoot.com. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what you think about these Minolta lenses, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.